What's up, guys? Episode 15, ZBK Podcast. I'm Chris here with Josh and AJ. Boys, how we doing today?
Doing good.
Doing great.
We're just gonna start a countdown. Every week, we're gonna have a countdown of how long it takes AJ to respond to our intro question of how you doing. A couple weeks ago, it was 10 seconds. This week was like 5.
It's not really my fault.
It is your fault, but it's okay. All right, guys. We're gonna start it off. We have a lot to go through today. We got our highlights of the week in general segment, and then we got our NBA masterclass as the NBA season is about to kick off. But let's start out like we always do with highlights of the week. Josh, you want to kick us off with your highlight of the week?
My highlight of the week is Mykhailo Mudryk scoring against Arsenal. That's my highlight of the week. That was beautiful.
Okay.
That was a beautiful moment.
Look, you know
And
what I
not my non-highlight of the week is Robert Sanchez selling us.
I was gonna say, my highlight of the week when Leandro Trossard scored the equalizer.
Yeah.
Look, my highlight of the week is finding out Chelsea fans call Mykhailo Mudryk Misha. So that was my highlight of the week.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
calling him
Misha.
Misha for 30 minutes after he scored a goal. No, but I'd probably say my highlight of the week is, yeah, let's just go with Misha, bro, because the football sucked this weekend. I guess you could say United winning again. That
Yeah.
we'll go with one of those two. It's fine. It's been an all right weekend.
Diogo.
Diogo's 25-yard banger, and he's still getting hate on Twitter from our United fans. All right, highlights of the week, good to go. Let's move on to our in general. Let's talk that Arsenal Chelsea game. Josh, since your team started off hot first, I'll let you start and talk about it, and then we'll let AJ finish it since his team came back and finished the game.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, Arsenal versus Chelsea was this Saturday. It was Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Big game coming
Yeah,
off of
Saturday.
international break. Very exciting game. I would say Chelsea were the underdogs going to the game, but they started off very, very strong. It was a penalty as the first goal, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Cole
Cole Palmer.
slotted it away.
Mhm.
Who's your
It was
daddy?
it was a handball. It was pretty blatant. That handball was pretty blatant. It wasn't any kind of controversy there.
Saliba's trying to fly to the moon, bro.
No contest.
Yeah.
No contest for me. It's a handball.
And
Yeah.
then the second goal is Mykhailo Mudryk on the left wing. Some people say it was a cross attempt, like you're playing FIFA and it goes in the net. Other people say he meant to do it. We'll never
It was a
know.
fluke.
We'll never know. It was a great goal.
It's a fluke.
Brings us up 2-0. Game is looking
Wait,
good.
wait. So, Josh, do you think he meant it, or do you think it was a cross?
The more I look at it, the more I believe slightly more towards that he actually meant to do that.
And AJ
But
thinks
I'm
it's
not.
a fluke.
Of course he does. Why would he's butthurt, bro? He's
All right.
butthurt, bro.
Look. I've watched multiple clips. I'm gonna take the side of he meant to do it.
Because
He looked up.
the goalkeeper trainer said that he comes off his line a lot, which he does.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's Raya for you. Painful to watch. Honestly, my gosh, dude, battle of the worst goalkeeper, battle of the worst goalkeeper. So no, it's 2-0. We're looking good. We're looking better than Arsenal the entire match. Their midfield was completely overran the entire time. It was good. Cucurella, shout out to him for
Pocketed.
locking up Saka. It was a really good game, and then of course we couldn't rejoice for too long because Robert Sanchez, please, just anyone can be better than him. He passes it, squares it, beautiful pass right to Declan Rice, and Dex slots it in. And from there on, I already knew. I was like, all right, this is it, bro. They're gonna score another goal and maybe even two other to win the game. But sure enough, Declan scores that terrible, terrible ball from Robert Sanchez. Don't know what he's trying to do there. He tried to hit Enzo. I think Enzo was good at receiving passes. It wasn't nowhere near Enzo. And then Saka, beautiful crossover. That was a great pass, honestly. I can't even complain about that. And then Trossard Goop, he slots it in, and it ends 2-2. I would say the biggest difference for I've seen on Twitter is Arsenal fans are celebrating that as a win, and Chelsea fans think that's a loss. And that's the difference in our two clubs. One settles for a draw, and the other the other doesn't. But you know what? It was a really good game. As if you are a bystander and neutral fan,
It was fun.
it was super entertaining to watch. And honestly, that's all we can ask for. Um, Disappointed that we didn't get 3 points, but we'll take one against Arsenal, especially with them being in the title race. But yeah,
All right, AJ, your thoughts?
AG.
Hold on.
Okay.
Good.
Was it? I thought it was fine. I don't really celebrate it as a win. I mean, being 2-0 down is not, and coming back is good, but like I'm just kind of tired of not getting 3 points these days. We're still unbeaten, which is fine. And I will take that. I just wish that we played with a little more intensity and we played with a little more purpose, and that our best players wouldn't ghost in big matches,
Our team.
But we got champs this week. Yeah, we got champs this week, and we got Sheffield at the weekend, so we get some bounce backs for us. And then the dialogue about Ramsdale starting again is starting up again because that performance from Raya was absolute dog crap. So
Even though I think it's already come out that Raya is going to start this next game as well.
yeah, he has.
It's good.
He will.
He's Mikel's, favorite toy now. So, all right, well,
No.
that's Chelsea Arsenal. As a bystander in that game, I thought it was fun. It was definitely a joy to watch AJ's anger get progressively worse in the first half as Chelsea dominated, and then
I called. Yeah.
you did call out after Mudryk scored the second
Uh-huh.
goal. I got a phone call from Josh, so we could talk to AJ, talk to him smack. But
Oh man.
watching AJ's anger tick up as we got to the first half, and then when Declan Rice scored and AJ jumped so high he almost hit the ceiling. Like AJ was filled with joy, and the last 10 minutes were impeccable. So as a bystander, it was fun to watch. Good luck to you both in your future games. We'll see you guys. I think you guys play probably March, I would say. That's my guess. I'm not gonna go
Not
ahead.
for a while. Not for a
Yeah,
while.
I think so. Not for a while.
Yeah, all right. United played Sheffield. We won 2-1. Big whoop-de-doo. Don't need to talk about that. We'll skip straight over that. Because Manchester United played Manchester City on Sunday. So I just want to go over. We want to go over a little bit of a preview of that game.
Yeah,
And,
you want my prediction?
yeah, we'll get to our predictions
Big
after the
match.
preview. Hold on, after
Yeah.
the preview.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So what's really funny
Okay.
is the day we're recording this pod on Monday, October 23rd. I think it was like 6 years ago today or something like that. Manchester United lost 6-1 to Manchester City in the derby. So that's great to start off derby week. A reminder of how bad we lose to City every year. But Manchester City come into this game, I think, in good form, honestly. Losing to Arsenal doesn't help, but that was without Rodri. All the games they've lost are without Rodri, but Rodri's back. We've won our last two games. United, we beat Sheffield, we beat Brentford. You could say we didn't deserve to win either of those games. So we're gonna come into this game. I don't know. Like the preview of this game is Manchester City should come in here and dominate the game. It's at Old Trafford, which gives us a little bit of hope, because we seem to play a little bit better at home again when we play City compared to when we go to the Etihad and they beat us every time. But we'll take predictions and then we'll post them the day before the game, and we'll see who comes out properly. Oh, you want me to go first?
Yes.
Oh Lord. My
I'm
honest
United fan.
my honest prediction is we lose 3-1.
Okay.
Well, that's my honest prediction.
Okay.
But my
That's not-
biased prediction says we win 3-1. as well.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay.
This is my prediction. It's a 4-0 loss for United. And I honestly, I don't recommend you watch the game, as if I'm being completely honest.
Hey, look, man. This team gives me so much heartbreak. But am I gonna watch the game? Yes.
I
It
just
is a
don't, I just
Manchester
don't,
derby.
I just don't think you guys match up against your team well in any way.
That's okay. All right, AJ, who you got? We know you got City, but what's the score?
2-0. 2-0 City.
That's fair.
Okay.
I
Hey,
like
don't
it.
worry, buddy. I'm pretty sure we play them. We play them like right after you,
I think you do
or
actually.
soon.
Yeah,
Very,
you
very
do.
soon.
It's 2 weeks after we. Yeah, 2 weeks after.
But it's a derby, and in derbies anything can happen. So
Look,
that is
last time we played at home against
Yeah.
them, Bruno scored that controversial goal, and Rashford scored a winner, and we won 2-1.
mm-hmm.
So anything
And
can happen.
anything can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Derby Day, bro. I'm excited.
Cool.
We'll see what color Manchester can be after the first game. All right, that's enough soccer to touch on. NFL real quick. We got a couple games we want to touch on before we get into our NBA segment. Let's start with Eagles Dolphins. Some dodgy penalties in that game. AJ, I know you support the Eagles as your secondary team.
I do.
Josh, I know you're a big Dolphins fan.
Yeah, they played a better game.
AJ, give us your breakdown of that Sunday night football game.
I just thought, yeah, it was a little bad penalty wise. I think it's
Did you
kind of
watch it?
crazy that
All-
they didn't receive. I watched a little, but I think it's kind of crazy that the Dolphins didn't receive a single penalty that night. That I do understand. Like that's a little weird. You at least get one. But I just thought the better team kind of prevailed. Like they played like it's not like they played bad, the Dolphins. They just couldn't do enough. They couldn't keep up the track meet. I thought they were fine. I just thought that the Eagles were just a little bit better and a little bit more physical. Nothing to knock against the Dolphins. I'm sure they'll win next week, whoever they play. But I never really saw the Eagles as a two-loss team, or back-to-back, like 2 losses, and they proved that on Sunday night. So,
All right, Josh, what's your thoughts as a Dolphins fan?
I already knew it was going to be a high firing game from both sides. And it was. I think that it's kind of ridiculous that we didn't get any kind of penalties called because there were some very obvious ones. And I think that really does impact the game very negatively for the side that is getting scuffed with not getting any kind of calls in their favor. That face mask one was so obvious and blatant, and that was a huge potential touchdown for us there. Like it brings us right there within like 10 yards.
The only
And
thing
that's
with that one though is like we kind of got retribution because Jalen Hurts threw a pick six on the next play.
yeah, yeah. Which is nice, but still like that's that kind of call like you cannot that's like easy to see. That's kind of ridiculous. And then the pass interference for touchdown, that hurts too. So in the kind of game which it was is like they score, you score, they score, you score, when you should be scoring that touchdown and that kind of PI. It's kind of like dang, and that sets you back. And the Eagles are a good team. The tush push is still ridiculous. It's what it is, dude. You know what I mean? Um, but it's
the
okay.
brotherly shove.
I think it was a good game. It's a little ridiculous that there are no calls. The Eagles deserve to win. You can always debate it, especially in a biased point of view, that you can always say, hey, these calls lost us the game. It could, if we were getting calls, I think it would have been a very neck to neck game, and I think it could have gone either way. But it definitely didn't help on top of the force that is the Eagles O line. So it's okay. We Dolphins have the toughest schedule remaining out of all NFL teams, so it's going to be a very tough rest of the season for us. But I'm excited. And Tyreek continues to look good, dude.
He could have played that game better, but it's fine.
He did lose that catch, which would have been huge. So
He
there's honestly, I mean, it could have been a very high scoring game,
well,
but
his first touchdown was called back as a holding penalty, and
yeah,
then he dropped another touchdown. And
yeah.
goodness,
I mean, the Eagles got a lot of penalties, bro, for them. I mean, like a lot. It was crazy, but it's all right. We'll briefly talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
yeah,
because there's not much to talk about there.
They're
it
so
just
dog crap, bro. They're so bad. They're so bad. The DBs are bad. The the linebackers are bad. Like, what is that, man? Like, you for like honestly, you know what? More on the offense, I guess, this week because I guess they did force 3 fumbles. Like, come on, 16-13. Like, you gotta give me more than 13 points.
yeah.
It's a little disappointing. They're just we have no run game. Baker's the pumpkin again. Like, just get me out of here. Like, we play the Bills on Thursday night and the Bills just lost to New England. We're gonna get our butt kicked. Literally they're gonna crap all over us. I have no doubt in my mind that game will be like 28-0 by halftime.
You're saying you said you play the Bills?
Yeah, we play the Bills the
Yeah,
day this
Yeah, we
podcast
play the
comes
Bills
out.
on Thursday night.
nice.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, bro.
Yeah, dude.
So
Josh Allen's gonna come at that game with anger.
look, that was rough. Yeah, especially because they just lost to the Patriots. And the way they lost to the Patriots, like they're gonna come out and kick our butts,
Right.
and our offense looks bad. Like it's bad when we go through three running backs and none of them can get more than 3 yards a carry. And
Mm.
then when we're in like the last 2 minutes of the game, we need to score a touchdown. We don't throw it to our best players. We don't throw it to Mike. We don't throw it to Chris. We throw it to Trey Palmer and to like some other bums on our offense. Or Baker throws an interception like he did. So I mean, our offense is awful. Like I was listening to some Bucks radio show today, and they were talking about how bad Ryan Neal was, and I agree. It's time for Ryan Neal to be done as a Buck, man. Like we never should have let Mike Edwards go. We never should have let what's his Jordan Whitehead walk. Like we just look awful as a Bucks team as a whole. I never thought I'd say this, bro, but I'm kind of miss Byron Leftwich because at least he would have ran down the clock in those last 2 minutes, and we could have kicked a field goal and gone to overtime instead of giving them all the time in the world to come back and beat us. So, that's enough about the Bucks. Our last game I want to talk about is what the heck happened to Detroit, man? Like you come and get a big win on the road
They
against
believe
Tampa.
their own hype.
They'll be fine.
They really did. I mean, just talk about
They
this.
will be fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They're a good football team, but like you can't expect to be considered one of the best teams in the league when like you get a good win on the road and then you go to Baltimore and you just like you rolled over for Baltimore, bro. Like they literally said,
Lamar was due.
here you go, Lamar. Here, have the best
Uh,
game of your season today.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. You look at their schedule. They're going. What are they? A 2-loss team right now.
Yeah.
They're going. They're going. They could realistically go 14-3.
Mm-hmm. Very easily.
Like realistically.
Their schedule's so easy too.
So like losing that game. I don't know if it's that. If it's like it's bad because 38-6 is embarrassing, but like in reality, you're looking at your schedule and you're like, guys, I think we got a chance anyway. Our division's garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks for Detroit fans to be so hype and then watch their team have the worst game of the season. But
They'll be
like you
fine.
said,
It happens.
like you said, there's so many games left, and I do think that they're a huge playoff contender. I think they could. I honestly think they're what they have. We said 2 losses. I think they could go 15-2. I do. Their schedule's that easy. They play all these teams that aren't good. Like I think we could see. I think you're right,
Yeah.
AJ. 14-3, 13-4, 15-2. It'd be
Yeah.
really cool to see the Lions win that many games.
It's a good take by AJ right there.
It is. That's AJ's best take on the pod.
Yeah.
Everybody give a round of applause.
No, not his best. No, but honestly,
Whatever, bro.
we need to give credit to Lamar Jackson. We got to, bro, because he just played good, bro. He was
He left.
incredible.
He left my fantasy team and he became an all-star quarterback.
It's okay. It's okay. Next week he's is his injury game where Tyrell Huntley starts for the rest of the season.
Can't wait. I honestly, I don't wish injury upon anybody, but I
Yeah.
think it'd be funny because they just traded Lamar
I
Jackson.
don't either.
So, all right, with that, perfect. Good way to wrap up our in generals. Let's get on to the main portion. Josh, take us into our NBA masterclass preview section.
All right, here we go. NBA season starts tomorrow. But for you guys, it already has started,
Yeah,
I think.
it will
And-
when they see this. Yeah,
And the Nuggets will have demolished the Lakers. Nah, all right. So I'm excited. This is our first-ish full NBA.
Yeah, it's our first full NBA season because we started like halfway
Yeah.
through last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
We start in the playoffs, bro.
That's right, we did.
Probably the most NBA I'll ever watch in my life starting this season.
Mhm.
But we have a lot to talk about. We're just gonna go over some key things going on. And then just to let you guys know, so you know who we support as your podcasters, AJ is a blank fan. Go ahead, AJ. Who do you support?
Sixers fan.
Sixers fan?
Sixers. The Philadelphia 76ers.
I'm a Boston Celtics fan.
Yep, there he is. He
I've
came out.
claimed it.
He claimed it. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm a Clippers fan, so there's that. So man, a lot to talk about. Where do we start? Let's talk
Let's
about
just go straight to Q&A, bro.
let's talk about the champs. Let's start with the champs. The Denver Nuggets. They are heavy favorites to repeat it. And question is, who do you think is a team to stop them? What you think, AJ?
The Lakers.
The Lakers?
I was joking with that. No, not the Lakers, bro. Old men who will break their bodies down by week, like the 5th week of the season. No. Who do I think? Honestly, if the Celtics go far enough, like if like we're saying the Nuggets go back to the championship game, and if the Celtics go that far, honestly, I could see the Celtics probably knocking them off.
Interesting. Okay. The thing with Denver is the thing that helps them the most is that they have Jokic on their team. Obviously, guy is actually just one of the best basketball players to have ever played the game. And as far as them making first seed, I just don't see how they don't. And honestly, they're in a very tough conference. A lot of really good teams, and it's crazy to even think that they're going to be just fine taking that spot. But I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of changes that have happened. The Phoenix Suns, they got Beal, they acquired Beal, they made some different depth and rotational changes. I don't think that they will challenge them for that spot. The Lakers have just reinforced what they have. I really don't think they'll challenge them for that spot. The Grizzlies are in shambles right now. Ja is suspended. They just lost Steven Adams to a season-ending surgery. They just aren't the kind of bite that they used to have. The Clippers are the Clippers. Whether or not we trade for James Harden and get him, I don't see us contending for them. They're just a good team. They're coached well, and man, I was talking to Chris earlier. I'm like, I just think they're just gonna win it again. But man, who knows? With Milwaukee,
I think they're
getting
very dependent. I think they're very dependent on Jamal Murray performances. Like Jokic is good, but they're very like if Jamal Murray doesn't have another good season, good as they were last year. I don't
Okay.
know if that's a hot take.
Yeah, that could be, I would say.
Yeah.
Um, let's look at
Who's your team that could stop Denver?
AJ or me. AJ
You,
said Boston.
AJ said Boston. I heard him say Boston. Who's your
Boston.
team?
If we're talking playoffs, um, I don't know. I really don't think anyone can. But if I were to say a team, I really do like Milwaukee, like you were
The
saying.
Kings, I don't know.
Hot take.
Um,
Hot take. Ready? If Phoenix stays healthy, they have a chance. If Golden State stays healthy, I think they also have a chance.
in no, I don't. I just don't
Yeah.
agree with that. But I get it.
Nah,
It's
they're all about me. They're all about me, guys, bro.
Yeah, but can you can Denver match up against four guys who can score 20 a night? Now, and I'm not saying Denver's bad because Denver are the best team in the league by far. Like they're the favorites to win as they should be. They're heavy favorites. But like
yeah,
if it comes down to it, can they stop, every team in 7 game series again, especially teams that have loaded up with more talent to stop them?
yeah.
I don't know, just a
I don't know.
thought.
I will say health does play a key here because if they do lose like a Jamal Murray, then all of a sudden, like AJ is saying, it's gonna be it's gonna be a problem. And like, who are you gonna play there? You want Reggie Jackson to play and start for your team? I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Their team really is dependent on a lot of health as well as are many other teams. But I will say I do think that Golden State will be interesting to watch this season. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of change happened in this offseason. And it will be interesting. We won't really know how it's going to play out and get a clear picture of things until later on. But I'm really excited, honestly. I'm just really excited to watch uh and see how things play out. But so this is like a Q&A, like Chris said. I'll just hit this next question. It says which team needs to make improvements or risk rebuild? You want to start with that, Chris?
Yeah, easy answer. The Philadelphia 76ers. That's my easy answer. I think if they don't make it to the conference finals or farther, then Embiid leaves, and they have to they start over. I think they should start over regardless. I think Tyrese Maxey is a superstar, and if you can focal point around Tyrese Maxey, like dude, trade James Harden away. He already doesn't want to be there. If you can get a load for Embiid, send him to the West, and build around Maxey, I think they're fine. That's my easy answer, but I'd also say Dallas. I think Dallas has to show something this year. Otherwise, they need to blow everything up, trade everybody, and start over again. Do the Sam Presti in Oklahoma City method. Those are my answers.
Okay. You want to go, AJ?
Not really, because I don't really want to talk about the Sixers because they really are the easy answer.
Okay.
Then
I
don't talk about
agree.
the
I'm so
Sixers.
tired of them, bro.
I agree. The 76ers are definitely the most obvious answer. There's James Harden doesn't want to play for them anymore.
Bro, get that
James,
guy out. Get that literally. He had to like bottle service girls hold up saying Daryl Morey's a liar in the club, bro. Like he
yeah,
clearly does not want to play for
yeah,
us anymore.
that's classic actually. Um,
Yeah.
the James Harden is a huge question mark for them. Who knows what's going to happen with that? I would say the Clippers are probably the most likely destination for him, but who knows? I do like Maxi in preseason. He's looked really, really good. I'm such a Maxi fan. I drafted him on my NBA team, and I'm super excited for him. Yeah, he definitely can work really good with Embiid.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say my team, the Clippers, just for fun. I think we need to make improvements. Um, we have Kawhi, we have PG. The problem with us is they cannot be healthy when we need them to be. And that is, the best thing you can be for your team is available. That's in any sport. I really wanted to see us do a trade where we trade away someone like Paul George to a team and acquire younger assets that can be available and play games for us. And I think I would just love to see us do a crazy rebuild. I Is it likely? Probably not. Absolutely not, because we just have Kawhi, we have Paul George, and now there's talk about us getting James Harden. And we have Westbrook. They're probably looking at this. I hate to say it, but they're probably looking at this like, man, this is going to be such a huge money thing for us. Imagine having a team of Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. Like, they're going to eat that up. You know what I mean? And that's great. James Harden is a player. He has potential to be a good player, but it's just old. It's just an old team. And it's just kind of like, okay, great, build your super team. But I just want something for us that can just be young and sustainable for like the next years. And I don't see us going that direction at all, which is kind of sad because what's going to happen with us is Kawhi is going to get older, Paul George is going to get older, Russell Westbrook is freaking already old. They're good players. I'm not hating on them. They're great players, but they're going to go away and then we're just going to be resumed back into our typical Clippers. So I don't know. I I mean, we've already talked in the podcast about like Knicks trades and stuff like that. Be
Mhm.
fun to see. I personally don't want Harden because I know what we're gonna give up for him is gonna hurt my heart. Like I'm not gonna want to talk about
You're
it.
gonna give up the rest of your draft capital plus your young players.
It's gonna really break me, bro. Like because I know what they value him as. But I will say if James Harden just stays there and rots and like waits it out, then maybe his value goes down. I don't know. I hope James Harden just stays there, sucks it up his pride, and he can just go somewhere else because I just don't want us going that direction. But yeah, I don't know. We'll go into the next question because it
It
kind of
involves that
ties
too,
in.
yeah.
Um, Lillard
Yeah.
traded. Biggest trade I would say is Lillard. Harden could be
It's
traded.
him. Yeah.
That's like I already said, a huge question mark. Who knows what's gonna happen with Harden? He's just too much drama. Um, and then the question is, which other superstar is the next to be moved? Um, that can be opinionated or whatever you think, but let's go with AJ on that one. Which superstar do you think is someone that may be moved?
I could see Pascal Siakam being moved
Hmm.
this year. I don't know if that's out of left field, but
No, I liked it.
clearly yeah. Clearly they probably want to move on from Pascal just because like he's kind of older and he's kind of does the same thing every year. But I think you can still get some good value out of him, especially for like a contending team. I'm sure
Mhm.
somebody will take him up at the trade deadline. I think
Hmm.
Pascal Siakam might get moved.
I think that's a great take.
I
I
like
agree
it.
with that.
Yeah.
Go for it, Chris.
Um, Look, I think this is a really hot take because I think he signed a major extension this offseason. My answer is Anthony Edwards.
Hmm.
Minnesota hasn't been good enough. And if they continue down this path of mediocrity, someone's got to go. And I think Ant's young enough to where he needs to be on a contending team now. And I think he'll get out of Minnesota as soon as humanly possible if they continue mediocrity. That could be a
So
hot
you
take.
say that, but like you say that, but it's probably Cat that gets moved before Anthony Edwards.
I know Cat's the easy answer, and he probably will be moved this season if they stay mediocrity. I would just like to see Anthony Edwards on a better team.
Hmm.
Too much talent. Josh, who you got?
Hmm.
I have a wild.
I
I have an
Tobias
honor.
Harris
I have an
no, I
honorable
think
man. I
for
have
a
an
crumble
honorable.
cookie.
I have two guys that
Okay.
I think would be interesting. I think Brandon Ingram and
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell was my
No,
second one.
Donovan Mitchell doesn't move. He doesn't
where they
move.
go,
He's
where they
taking
go,
Cleveland again.
I don't know. I could see Brandon Ingram though because of honestly, the biggest thing for the Pelicans is that they're super they just love injuries on that squad. They just love injuries. Zion when healthy and Ingram when healthy, they're great
And
because
other things.
they roll through that, bro. They just roll through the whole offense rolls through them. Um, and if Zion's hurt, then it's just Ingram, and I could see him going somewhere else. I really could, but who knows how this season
Don't
plays
forget
out.
about CJ McCollum.
He's freaking whatever, dude. I'm not a fan of CJ McCollum. What, Chris? What are you saying, bro? This guy looks like he's constipated on the screen.
I'm stressing, bro.
Yeah.
While we're recording this, it's Vikings 49ers, and I'm watching my cheeks clenched as I'm currently winning by 0.15 points. Thanks to Jordan Addison being out for a half a quarter. So sorry, my cheeks are clenched during this stressful last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. But I like what you're saying with Brandon Ingram for sure.
I also think the Anthony Edwards one is a good. I think Karl Anthony Towns is also someone that could be going somewhere else. But I don't know, man. It's just it's hard to look
What
at all
about
these.
Mitchell, bro? What's your Mitchell thing? Because I agree.
I do like
He
Mitchell.
doesn't move. Not this season.
I don't think he'll move. I agree. I don't think he'll go anywhere this season. But he's
Next offseason, Donovan Mitchell back to Utah, and Utah becomes a contender.
dude, Utah need that because Utah are
Did you
I
see
think
his
Utah
head?
okay. I would hate that because I don't like Utah Jazz. But I think
I could be
Utah
Utah's GM right now.
people aren't looking at Utah right now, but
They're
Utah are
sleepers.
bad. No, they're not sleepers. Yeah, sleepers to be garbage
Yeah,
is
for
what
the
they
number
are.
one pick next year.
We sleepers.
Sleepers for the number one pick next year, bro.
Sleepers for now.
Dude, they're actually bad. They're actually bad. I don't know who their guard is gonna be.
They
Point
lost
guard.
Joe Ingles. They lost their best player.
Don't they
Ingles.
still have Mike Conley, bro?
Do they?
I think they still have Mike
The
Conley. He's
best
like
player,
Yeah, I think
37.
so. And Laurie Markkinen. Yeah, Laurie Markkinen.
Markkanen and Kessler. Um,
Yeah.
Kessler's gonna be the starting
Oh,
there now
they have
over Leonard.
Colin Sexton, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And Gay, right?
Oh,
Or is Gay gone?
Gay.
No, Gay's gone now,
Yeah,
huh?
Rudy Gay.
Yeah.
Um,
They're actually a really young team right now.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Their oldest player is Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah, dude. Cool. I just don't know. These it's all speculation with these kind of things.
It's just fun. It's fun to guess who's going where and why.
Ben Simmons.
Nah,
Bring
Ben
Ben Simmons to bring Ben Simmons to LA. But yeah. It'd be interesting. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? When's trade deadline? Does anybody know that?
The week before the All-Star break.
Okay.
It's like before All-Star.
Yeah, so there's a lot of time left. Are you guys a fan of the in-season tournament?
AJ?
No.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
either.
Why?
Yeah. I think it's stupid, dude. It's like, I don't know, like, what does it actually give? Like, what does it actually do? Like, it's
Okay.
not like we talk a lot about soccer on this podcast, like, and like that makes like the tournaments and that makes sense because you win a trophy, even the Community Shield and Carabao Cup or whatever, and you get money like for your team. Are you like, do the NBA team does the NBA team get money if they win this little tournament? Like, does it do anything? Does it give other team, like the team that wins it, false confidence that they're going to win the actual thing? Like, it just seems kind of dumb to me. I don't know. Maybe it'll change my mind.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Okay,
So,
why?
It kind of makes the regular season irrelevant, bro. Like,
I
why
disagree.
are we stopping mid-season to play a tournament? Like, like CP3 thinks it's so much of a. He's like, guys, I'm gonna go get my first ring in the middle of the season because we're gonna win this in-season tournament. Like, I just don't. It just adds. I think it adds unnecessary games. Like, these guys are already complaining about load management, which is another hot topic in the NBA now with the new rules. But like, we're adding
No.
an entire tournament in the middle of the season That's just going to make players not want to play in the actual regular season.
Yeah, but their games that they're playing in that tournament are going to be counted as normal season
Are
games.
part of as regular season
So it's not
games,
going to
right?
be like a Premier.
Which is
It's not going to be like
fine.
it's not going to be like a Premier League FA where it's you have your season game Monday and then Wednesday you got to play an FA Cup and it doesn't count for the same thing because obviously they take into account this whole load management problem that is such an issue where players are not going to want to play back to backs, or they're going to be rested, or they're going to miss doubles. Um, so I mean, I think it's cool that you guys don't like it. I think I do like it because it adds a little more to it. And shoot, why not? Is it a money thing for them? Absolutely.
Yes,
We
100%.
know it is. I'm not going to say it's not,
Yeah.
but shoot, if they can play an in-season tournament and it's something kind of like an FA Cup, it's something like a League Cup in soccer, then why not? It's cool. And if they're gonna make normal season games count as like, okay, guys, March 1st, we have a big game. It's against this team and it's a season game. So you're gonna want to win it anyways. You're gonna want to play your best players for it. I think if anything, it helps you stay away from load management because you want to progress in this tournament, so you're going to play your good players. You're not going to just bench them. And I think it adds more incentive for teams to want to actually play and players to want to play. So I think in that view, it could be a good thing for the league. Um, is it a money thing? Yeah, it is. It is definitely, but who cares? I'm not paying it, bro. I'm freaking illegally streaming their games anyways, bro.
I hear you.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what's shown to us to see with this first tournament.
Mm. All right. So let's see. Better trades. Damian to Milwaukee or Boston's Drew and Porzingis. Let's let Chris start with
Team
this because
Milwaukee.
okay,
No.
let's let Chris talk about the Boston side of this thing since he's a Boston's fan.
Um, I think Boston's going with the mindset that depth doesn't win championships all the time because Brad Stevens has kind of gone with the route of, all right, we're gonna give up some key depth pieces and we're gonna go all in with our starting five because I mean, shoot, we're gonna be starting Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Porzingis every game. And our bench is Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford, and I'm sure I'm missing a couple dudes. Like our depth isn't great, and I think Boston's going with the see if you can beat our starting five, and we'll let our bench um, just try and hold you the best we can. So I like the Boston side. Obviously, as a Boston fan, I like getting Drew Holiday, an all-star defender, to replace Marcus Smart, who was a really good defender. But at least Drew can score too, so that'll be nice. They'll take some of the heat off of Brown and Tatum every week. Porzingis looks really good. He can score the ball. He's a great interior defender as well. He can match up with some of the best in the league, in my opinion. It'll be good to see him on a main stage again, or not, not in Washington, bumming out in Washington. But I do like the Boston side. I think the Damian Lillard side just it has so much hype because it's Damian Lillard that it kind of overshadows everything. Not that it's a bad trade because Milwaukee gets 1,000 times better having him. So I like it. I think it's good for the league for both those trades to be made. But as a Boston's fan, biasly, I think our trade's better.
I really do like the trade on both ends. I think that it's super huge for Boston. I mean, we've already talked about it. I love Kristaps Porzingis. AJ doesn't. I know you like
Nope.
Porzingis. Drew
Mhm.
Holiday is a great defender. Um, and he's a big upgrade on Smart because he can actually do something with the ball.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good looking team though. And then I really do like this for Milwaukee a lot because it's kind of like a weight lifted off Giannis's shoulders, bro, because now they're gonna be a threat in the paint and outside of it with Damian. And it's gonna be interesting to see how the season pans out for that team. Um, but I think they're gonna look good, dude. Uh, I just don't. It's so hard to predict how teams are gonna do with all this going on. but I think it's a good trade for both sides. If I were to lean on the side, I would say probably Milwaukee, but not by very much. What do you think, AJ?
I would kind of agree with you there. The move, I really do like the move of Drew to Boston. I
Hmm.
think that's really good for him. But I just think the transitional basketball that hopefully gets implemented with Giannis and Dame being on the same court, playing for the same team,
Yeah,
should be like absolutely game changing for him. Like
yeah,
in from defense like to the defense to offensive play like should be insane.
yeah. I agree. I agree.
So
Um, let's go on to Chris. But who's your favorite team to watch? Do you have a favorite team to watch? That's not your team.
my own. I don't hate watching the Magic. I know they're probably not going to be good, but
Yeah.
I hate watching them.
Well,
Yeah.
who's it that they drafted? What's his name? Black? Anthony Black or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Yes, maybe. I know it's another guard. Everybody got mad at it because they literally just drafted
Yeah,
another guard when they already have Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony.
yeah. I would say this. I think I'm gonna change it a little bit. I think most excited I am to watch this season is Portland because I think they have a
Okay.
lot of exciting players, and I really am interested to see how they play. I think they can be very entertaining, just like a young, electric team. But if I'm saying
Hmm.
last season, besides my team, I really enjoyed watching the Nets play.
Okay.
I like
They weren't bad.
I like watching their small ball. It's super entertaining. I'm a fan of it.
Another pick for me would probably be the Kings. I really like the way the Kings
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
play
Super interesting.
basketball,
Honestly, I think that
and there should be
Kings,
and they should be good again.
yeah, yeah, I think they're going to be better.
Yeah,
And then I mean, I think that Kings Warriors playoff series was really entertaining, bro. As like a
yeah,
bystander,
it was
that was super
as a
entertaining. That was,
neutral. Yeah.
yeah, super entertaining. Let's do a interesting question. Who doesn't make the playoffs that should? I think that the Lakers aren't going to make the playoffs.
Wow.
Nah, they're making it.
Hmm. Next,
Who?
uh,
Go ahead, EJ.
who doesn't make the playoffs? It's hard because like usually this team usually makes like the play in. I guess I'd say like the Hawks
mm,
aren't gonna make it. I'm really torn between like the Hawks and the Knicks not making it. But like the Knicks got a little bit better, I guess. So and the Hawks didn't really do anything. So
okay.
I will take the Hawks.
All right. This is tough. I'm gonna go with Sacramento Kings. I think the West is stacked even more so now. And I think they didn't do enough, in my opinion, to strengthen what they have. I think re-signing Harrison Barnes, they could have put that money elsewhere and done other things with their money. I just think that they didn't do enough to compete with these other teams. Maybe they make the last seed in the play-in and somehow sneak in, but I don't think they've done enough to compete again this year.
I kind of disagree with that because I don't think you don't need to change your team if you don't, if, I mean, like, if it's not broken, you don't need to
If it
fix
ain't
it.
broke,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but these other teams got better, bro.
I was
Like
just
Yes.
like
Yeah. I,
it's not like everybody stayed the same.
I hear you. I hear you. And on paper, they should be better. But like with teams like the Phoenix Suns, who knows how they're going to play out? Yeah, they acquired Beal, but like, okay. The Lakers, I get what you're saying
okay.
though, with as far as like little pieces. Like the Lakers strengthened up a bit. Golden State with what's his name? Paul. but I don't know. It's a tough, honestly,
Chris Paul.
the West is tough. The West is tough because if you're gonna pick something, it's gonna be on the West because the East is kind of just like you already have an idea of what that's gonna look like. Um,
Same teams every year.
I said the Lakers just because I don't like the Lakers, but if I'm actually looking at this, that should be making it, man. I guess I'll just stay with the Lakers.
The Jazz.
Because like who do you think should be making it? Like list people that you think that should be making it. Golden State.
Golden State, Phoenix, Denver, Memphis, I think should make it. Oklahoma City should make it.
You think Memphis should make it?
Jaw's only out for 25 games. When he comes back, they'll be fine. He how many games did he miss last year and they were still fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lakers should make it. Oklahoma City should make it.
They're
Dallas
fine in the West.
Dallas should make it. Like there's probably 8 or 9 teams that should be making the playoffs. Over.
Oh damn, that's right. Memphis got Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel like Dallas. I feel like Dallas might not make it because Kyrie would probably die of injury or some controversy.
Yeah. Who knows? It's a tough question. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll come back to this.
We'll see.
We'll come back to this when the Kings
come back to-
win first seed. All right, let's go MVP predictions. I'm just gonna fly through these. I said Jokic. It's kind of, I don't know. I just don't think anyone's better than Jokic right now. What do you think, Chris?
I'm taking Giannis.
Okay. AJ?
I'll take Jimmy Butler. I don't know.
Oh,
He could win
okay.
MVP maybe.
I like that. I like that. All right, let's do Rookie of the Year. I said I think Wemby's gonna have. I mean, dude, did you guys see that picture of Wemby blocking? What's his name? I can't think of his name, bro. It
Clay?
was comedic, bro. No, it was Andrew Wiggins, I think.
Okay.
Dude, it was.
Oh,
was
okay.
like, dude. I think it's Wemby, but I think my second pick would be Chet. I'm gonna go with Chet.
AJ, who you got?
Yeah. I was gonna say Chet just because memes. Rookie of the Year. I'll take Scoot. He'll be fine. He'll be the number one guy in Portland.
Okay.
That's where I'm going.
If anything, he'll have a lot of points.
Yeah, I'm going Scoot. I think Wemby's the clear favorite, but I think Scoot somehow sneaks out of it.
Okay, cool. Sixth man of the year. You wanna go, Chris?
Chris Paul. Enough said.
Okay. AJ?
Okay. This is a tough one. Six fans are really like it's really hard to pick out one.
Yeah.
I'll go Christian Wood. I feel like he's due for a decent season.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Josh Hart.
Okay, I like it.
My pick is Josh Hart.
I like it.
Now let's do NBA Finals predictions. I think it's gonna be Denver and Milwaukee, to be honest.
Who you got?
I think Denver's gonna win it again, to be honest.
Okay. AJ?
Have the
Hold on,
Celtics
frickin'
going.
dude. All right, hold on. I got the Clippers versus Milwaukee. Clippers winning it all. When we acquire James Harden, and it breaks my heart.
Yeah. I'll go. You know what? Not the I'll probably stay Milwaukee from the East, but I just to spike the Kings will make the NBA Finals again.
Okay.
Fair. Who you got out of that matchup?
Bucks Kings. The Bucks. They'll
Okay.
they'll win their second one, and Giannis will probably win another Finals MVP.
Yeah, Giannis just signed his 3-year extension today, so he's there for a while. I'm not gonna go Milwaukee. I'm gonna go Boston. I feel like it's an obvious answer to the East now. Denver's easy. Boston, Denver. So we should have had last year, but Boston couldn't finish game 7 off and let
Zero.
Miami back
Number
in.
0. Tatum, not him.
Um,
All right.
I'm gonna take Boston. I'm gonna take Boston in 7 to win it to get over the hump with Brown and Tatum.
Okay. Interesting. Very
Okay.
unique. Very unique. All right. I think that'll do.
Last little thing, bro. What you got? First game of the week. First game of the seasons.
First game predictions.
Who you got? Lakers Nuggets. Quick fire. Who you got? Lakers Nuggets. Josh.
I said Nugs.
AJ.
Take the Lakers.
All right, game 1
Honestly.
Lakers. I got the Nuggets. I'm pretty sure it's in Denver. Denver 5-point favorites. I'll take Denver. Second game of the night is Warriors Suns. It's in Golden State. I'm gonna take the Warriors.
I'm gonna take the Suns, dude. I'm gonna take the Suns.
All right, respect.
I am also gonna take the Suns.
Yeah, that's gonna be
a good game.
That's gonna be a good night, dude.
Look,
of
look.
basketball.
The sports books don't have a clear favorite in that game. It's even right now. So I think Phoenix can have to take a few games to warm up to having 4 guys that need the ball. So and I think Curry shoots 15 threes.
I'm very excited about our first
Then
game
breaks his
against
ankle.
Portland. It's Clippers Portland is the first matchup for us.
Okay.
That's gonna be a fun game. I was when you were gone, I said I think the team I'm looking forward to playing most is I think it's Portland, bro.
It should be fun. They're going to be a fun team to watch. Celtics have the Knicks first. The 76ers have the Bucks first. So that should be a great start to the season for them.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
Should be fun. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Well, that should be good. That's a good NBA segment. Josh, thanks for taking us through the world of the NBA. I know we're excited for a big NBA season with our fantasy basketball league. It should keep us all in tune with every nook and cranny of the NBA. So I think that'd be good to wrap it up in the NBA segment. And I think our last thing is really quick for our fantasy segment for football. How'd you do this week in both our leagues? Did you win? Did you lose? I'll start. I won in Efren's league, which I'll be 5-2 in that league. And I lost tonight by just under 3 points in our yield league, which puts me to 5-2. I should still be in first because of point difference, but it still sucks to lose on Monday Night Football by just under 3 points. So I'm 1-1 on the week.
All right, so for me, I lost in yield league. I'm now gonna be 2-5. Huge. Going against one of the best teams in our league. Nothing I could do, man.
Yeah.
It was just, sometimes you just get wrecked. But in Efren's league, guys, I actually won. Did you win, AJ? Let's go to AJ now.
No, I lost, bro. I'm 0-2.
He's 0-7.
I was 0-2 this week.
0-7 in Efren's league, bro. It's crazy.
League.
It blows my mind that you're
I've
0-7.
yet to claim a win, and then bad jamming on my end. And in our league, I probably should have won. I probably should have won in my league, but
that's 2 weeks. AJ does that bad jamming.
Williams instead of Jackson Jigba.
Yeah, but AJ did bad jamming in both leagues, bro. Because if he started a defense in Efren's league, he wouldn't be 0-7. He'd be 1-6.
Yep.
It's a shame.
It'd be 1-6.
I will say for my sake, I'm glad that you lost because at least you're below me.
So all right, so I'm 1-1 on the week. AJ's 0-2. Josh is 1-1. Our fantasy basketball league starts up tomorrow night when basketball starts. So it should be a long season. Should be a fun one. With that, that'll wrap up our fantasy segment. I mean, anything else you guys have to say before we go?
Nope.
AJ, any words of advice for the crew? No, none. Okay. All right, well, that'll wrap it up. Episode 15 in the books. From ZBK Podcast. It's been a blast. Drop a like, subscribe. We'll see you all next week. Peace.